Hey guys, I want to do a different video today and talk about coaching and what it means to me and why I think we need to have conversations around this. Um, so I think coaching is just too broad. Okay, it's just too broad. When I say, are you a good coach or is someone good at coaching? It means different things to different people. Okay, so if I said to you, are you looking for a coaching career? Most people would think about high level judo, but actually, coaching is a huge spectrum, and the skills that are needed on each part of that journey can be different. And some people could be really good at one part, but not so good at another, and vice versa. So I think when we think about coaching, the way I think about it is coaching for me is the same as teaching. Okay, so when we send our children to school, we know they're going to be taught by a teacher that's appropriate to their age and level. Okay, so we wouldn't ask a university professor, like I wouldn't be going to a university professor, can you teach my 5-year-old how to do anything really? You know, because they would know the skills, they would know what's required, they would know the answers to what they need to teach. But how do they communicate that? How do they get that message across? And I suppose that, there will be people that can do that. That's a difficult one. But my point is, the knowledge is not the issue, it's how we deliver the knowledge, okay? So, for example, when starting with our 3 and 4-year-olds, the coach needs to be really caring, really fun, really energetic, really empathetic. Same with our 5-year-olds, our 6-year-olds, our 7-year-olds, because that's what they need. They need that someone to sort of relate to them, make them feel comfortable, make them want to get on the mat, make them want to run around, but then still set clear boundaries. If that coach was going on screaming and shouting, that wouldn't be the right coach for that level, okay? But as we move up, so say we're starting to work towards children around adolescence, okay? They need different skills. They're very self-conscious. They're growing. They're starting to find out where they interact with the world. They're looking up to someone. They're looking for someone who's going to guide them, be able to steer them correctly. And so the skill set in that coach is going to be slightly different to the skill set that's needed in the Tigers. And I'm not saying that you can't do all of those skills, but I'm saying it's very, very hard and they are different. So as coaches, I think we need to have conversations around what level would you really like to work at? What group would you really like to work at? And really encourage coaches and almost sort of explain the importance of the beginner levels as well. Because the first person to teach somebody how to fall in love with judo is the most important person on their judo journey, okay? Because if you want to be Olympic champion, the training that you have to do to be able to do that is really hard. So unless you love the sport, you're not going to do that training. So that person that instills that love from an early age is super important, so important. So I think we need to understand that actually when it comes to becoming a coach or learning about coaching, there are different roles. And each one is extremely valuable. And as a coach, you might be better off in this position than that position, but it doesn't necessarily mean it's any less. It's just at a different point of that journey. And that's where we are. We're starting a nice long journey of development. So I want you guys to think about when you're coaching, what is your coaching role? What area do you really want to work with? If we look at elite coaching, to be an elite coach, that requires you to be away from your family a lot. It requires you to care an awful lot about the athletes that you're working with. Okay, it's not just the judo side that you have to know. It's all of the other bits that go with it. All right. At the other end, you're going into your judo. You're coming in, and you're able to spend more time with your family. Hopefully, if that's where it is. But you're able to be it's a different role that you're able to fulfill, and it might suit your lifestyle a little bit better than something else. And as I said, it's not a lesser role, It's just a different role. And we need to make sure that we understand as coaches, as people in judo, that each role is extremely important, and start trying to help people find where they're going to be the best. Where are they going to be the ones that are going to really excel in and be the ones that make the difference on the mat? Because it will change. It will help judo. Those people are really, really important for our sport to develop. So I guess finishing up, I think having a conversation around what coaching is and where we fit in, and creating discussions around that is going to be really important for the development of coaching in judo, and building up from there. So like always, if you like the videos, please share them. Let me know if you've got any comments, and I'd love to speak to you soon.